Hello, and welcome to Cheers. That's one woman's opinion. I'm your host, Carolyn Mills. Um, I'm really just not good at the live thing because I'm about half an hour late. I kind of forgot what time I was supposed to do it, and I took my dog to the store because I had to get milk, so we got back late. But we're starting now, and today is our final day of our James Burrows tribute, and we are watching what I believe to be the last thing that he directed, which is the final episode of Mid Century Modern, and the show is entitled The Show Must Go On. So let me go ahead and get it started. I've never seen the show until yesterday. I watched the pilot, and I just started watching the second one, but this final episode was scheduled.
You really think that's going to work? Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Look at that. No cartridges? Refillable? I mean, that's going to last for years. Yes, finally. A printer that's the best.
It's a commercial right now, so we're just waiting for the commercial.
You look really good.
It's on, well, I'm watching it on Disney Plus, but I think it's on Hulu Plus, but I have them combined.
If you dunk it, and dunk it.
So once the ads get through, we'll be able to start.
Dunk it again.
We currently have an Oreo cookie dunking.
It's an Oreo.
I like the gluten-free Oreos. I have celiac. Now we have Hulu Originals. Oh, I may need to mute. We'll just take it out anyway. So, this is the final episode of this series, and it's also, of course, James Burrows' final directorial role as a director. I absolutely love Nathan Lane. He plays Bunny. I wasn't familiar with this show till I was Googling James Burrows' directing roles. But yeah, he plays Bunny. Always love him. Matt Bomer plays Jerry Frank. Nathan Lee Graham plays Arthur Broussard. Linda Lavin played Sybil Schneider in the first 8 episodes, but then that's when she passed away. So she was not in the final 2. Oh, James Burrows had a 50-year career. And it's interesting that this episode's title is The Show Must Go On, which is basically a theater slogan. And of course, James Burrows, as I mentioned, kind of got a start in theater because his father was Abe Burrows, who wrote some musicals. And the show was written by Suzanne Martin, and she worked with Burrows back on Frasier. So at this point, I told you the mother, played by Linda Lavin, and Sybil, she has been gone now for, I think it was 4 months. Yeah, 4 months. And Bunny, Jerry, and Arthur are trying to figure out what to do with her empty bedroom. Oh, and involves music because it'll stop it anyway. Not pause it, but mute it. And waiting to see the name. Oh, it went to another commercial. We'll just leave it muted. Really weird they went to a commercial in the middle of the opening credits. I never understand the commercial logic in streaming. I mean, and when you had cable back in the day, it made sense. There was like a logical place to have the commercial. Which they kind of worked that in. But now it's just, okay, random. We're going to put a commercial here. I never understood that. So this whole new what they're gonna do with the bedroom, it was kind of metaphorical in a way. In the show, they're what are we gonna do with the bedroom, of course, because it's empty, and they're gonna make it into a gym. Well, sorry, hope that's okay that I said that ahead of time. I actually read it earlier because I haven't seen it either. But also in the same sense, they were trying to figure out how do we continue this program because we've lost one of our main characters. So it's kind of a how do we move forward on the show and then really making the show. Last one's got a lot of ads. Okay, so we're now back on. Let me unpause here. And we're getting ready to turn because I don't want to miss his name. It should be coming up soon. Let's just kind of do this and we're going to turn back again. And still not there. Every time I turn it, they do names again. I can't see where it is. Okay, still not there. We're getting there, I think. I mean, oh, Sean, the executive producers. It's hard to see it because I have stuff there, but hopefully you can see it. They put it in the corner of the sky. Oh, there it is. Oh, he was also executive producer. They showed his name. And I don't know if they've actually gone to the director. We just saw James Burrows' name as executive producer for this episode. There's a lot of producers on this show. Oh, we're at the written by, so we should be getting close to directed by. There we go, directed by James Burrows. There it is, his final directorial. But we get to see his signature style here. James Burrows with comedic whirlwind in the house during the episode. With a chaotic revolving door. Lady said, Bunny's sister said that Bunny has never been naked, that he showered in his tracksuit. He said just to clean his clothes and himself at the same time. His sister is played by Pamela Adlon. The character's name is Mindy. Frank just checks his nipples. Mason just came in. I believe Mason's from the Modern Family, which I think this might be like a spinoff of. Kind of sounds like it from what I understand. Okay, it's a commercial again, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute that. I'll listen to that. So Mason is played by Zane Phillips. About 1 minute and 35. 1 minute and yeah, 1 minute and a half about left of the commercials. So let's look at some more info on the James Burrows style here. We have Jerry almost hookup with Mason shows up after leaving his bride at the altar. And then we have Carol, Caroll, which is played by Richard Kind. Crashes the house, confesses his love to Bunny, and pulls him into a shock cliffhanger kiss. Mindy Pamela Adlon is running around trying to handle everyone else's drama to avoid dealing with her own closure. And staging that many moving parts in a single living room set without it looking messy is the exact multi-camera wizardry Burroughs was famous for. We have about 30 seconds left, sorry, for commercials. Yeesh, I'm holding 30 minutes of commercials. Hey, about 5 seconds. I'm gonna unmute it. And we are back. She said you're turning into a gay gym. He said we'll just call it a gay gym. Or sorry, we'll just call it a gym. They're talking about a snow globe. Here's the snow globe they're talking about. Look. So you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. Here's another one they're talking about Gentiles in the rain. There's the picture. Very nice bedroom. He said that her brother doesn't walk around naked, but Jerry does. She said that's not as much of a deterrent as you think it is. Which understandable. Let me show you Jerry if you don't know who Jerry is. Okay. So the guy not in the blue suit, right there, that's Jerry. Oh, better look here. Turn around again. That's Jerry. Yeah, Jerry's very good looking.
Oh, yeah. Mormons don't
I like his
actually
blue tuxedo.
the bathroom.
The one that Mason has on.
You're a choir boy. The acoustics. And then you take it out, they're gonna figure out I'm not in there. I said something even dumber in my wedding. What? I do. See, you did. Tell me what I can do then. Well, can I stay here? Just until I can get things up. Of course you can stay. We do have an extra room. I think the guys will be okay with it. What the fuck were you thinking? Inviting that latter-day runaway to stay here.
Yeah, they could use the F word on streaming movies, TV shows, whatever.
Oh. Seriously? That's what we agreed on. Bunny? Here. Arthur? Where? Jerry? Here. We can proceed. Bunny, you have the floor. Thank you. What the fuck were you thinking?
Jerry took attendance and said Bunny, and he said here, and he called break, and he said queer.
Remember when
Cute.
you guys took me in when I left the church? I certainly do. And you've been with us for 30 years. Arthur thinks he's funny.
Oh, sorry, his name is Arthur. Where did I get Frank from?
Guess what? He's just mean.
He said he thinks he's funny, but he's just mean.
I just feel like it was the Christian thing to do. Then put him up at the YMCA. It's got Christian right in the name. He can get himself clean, he can have a good meal, he can do whatever he feels. No, he needs a community. We should be here for him. Jerry, I feel for the guy. I really do, and we'll be here for him. As long as he's not here when we're here for him. No. He's right, Jerry. You need to have boundaries. Exactly, and a rule's a rule. No one can invite anyone to stay in this house without a vote. Hello? You said I could stay with you if I was ever in Palm Springs. Well, guess what?
Oh, Carol just came in. All these people are coming. He just said, Bunny said, we're never opening the store again. Holy cow, it's a commercial again. Another 2 minutes. Let's meet this one again. But it gives us more time to look at some James Burrows information. So, the final frame, I want you to be able to enjoy it without me having to talk. The episode famously ends with a lighthearted, beautiful moment where Bunny, Arthur, and Jerry just dance together in Sybil's empty room while waiting for their gym equipment to arrive. It leaves the story completely open-ended. Think Diane and Sam cliffhangers at the end of each season on Cheers the first 5 years. We don't know what's going to happen. Knowing that this dance is the final frame of television Jimmy Burrows ever put into the world gives us incredible, bittersweet, joyful legacy. I'm assuming since it was a cliffhanger, they did not know the show was not going to be renewed. And we still have 54 seconds. So, what were some of your favorite James Burrows moments? Favorite shows, favorite episodes that he's directed? You can go ahead and email those at, I'll put it on the chat too, in case somebody comes late, at cheers That's one woman's opinion podcast at podcast at. Oh, let me turn it back on here. So go ahead and check that out. He recorded their conversation. He said I record all of our conversations. Jaw. He said there's no need to point fingers. They're all doing this, and he said there's no need to point fingers. So he said, and you're literally pointing fingers. Apparently, Bunny is Jewish. He said it's the Jewish thing to do. Right. So let me hit the enter there. So as I was saying, if there's a favorite James Burrows moment you have, of course you can go to the email cheers. That's one woman's opinion podcast at gmail.com. So, I've seen this guy and I can't figure out where I've seen him. Here, I'm going to turn the screen again. Oh, Phil Kine, that guy, the actor. I don't know what I've seen him in, but I recognize him from something. So I can look up if I know where he is. He said he doesn't care that much about him. Okay, so Richard Kine, not Phil Kine. Sorry. Hmm. He played St. Peter in Mel Brooks's History of the World Part 1. Oh, I just found like brain dead there. Ah, he got a lot of acting credits. Here. So, soundtrack writer. He's been acting since 1985. Where do I know him from? He was in an empty nest. Anything but love. I bet you that might have been where I saw him. I just recently watched that show. I was on Carol and Company, the 90s edition. He was Jeffrey Needlebond in an episode of The Nanny. I think he's one of those faces that have been around. Because I see there's. He was Abner Kravitz in the Bewitched movie. That's where I saw him. That would make sense. Okay. So I know who that is. Aw. He was touching scene saying, it's like mom is with you. And she said, ew, I want to do better. Arthur said that she got the best of her mother. They had emergency meeting. They literally walked around to the other side and came back in. They invited her to move in, but she doesn't want to. Carol just kissed Bonnie, and he said, "That's what you'll be missing." He said it could be worse. It's no bad idea. There is one bad idea. Oh, they got a big box. Aw, they got a big box from Mindy. And it says for your big gay gym. Aw, it's a disco ball. It is. That's awesome. They're dancing. It's probably gonna cut out. But I draw more and stuff. Still recording? Good. Okay. I'm just ahead of me. So we're in our final frame that we just talked about with the dancing. So the pre-ultimate episode of this dealt with the loss of Linda Lavin and her character, obviously the mom there, Sybil. And this episode was the forwarding glance. James Burrows didn't end his career on a sad note. He ended it on a laugh, a cliffhanger kiss, a dance, and a reminder to the entire industry he built that, no matter what, the show must go on. So I hope you enjoyed this tribute, and that's one woman's opinion. We'll see you on Thursday for the next rewatch.